Where do we begin? Yes, we can do green now, and yes, we can do climate mahal to start sort of have the conversation and then sustain the conversation, keep the conversation going. But I mean, so there's tiers of awareness, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yes. I think so. There was a fascinating UNDP report that came out a couple of I think 2 years ago. So it's the United Nations Development Program, and they looked at climate awareness amongst youth in Pakistan.
Right.
And if you look at the statistics in that, they're very encouraging. You know, they imply that there's sort of over 70% climate change awareness, and they sort of spread this out amongst rural and urban areas, and consistently, across the different types of questions that they asked about awareness around what climate change is there climate change regulation, etc. There was at least a 40-50% awareness across most categories. And so in that sense, you'd think this is encouraging. We all know, are aware. But if you look deeper into what that report considers climate change awareness, they're essentially talking about the experiential aspect of it. So what it's trying to get at is the fact that people are starting to recognize that it's a bit hotter, that the floods were a bit more intense. And I think that what's not happening, the kinds of awareness that we are missing, is being able to connect that with sort of other aspects of our lives. So we are not recognizing that a bigger flood means that food will be more expensive, or that, we won't be able to run a particular kind of business 5 years from now, or that we won't have enough drinking water, or that cricket as a sport is going to be threatened because there's going to be no water for the fields. It's that thing of personalizing it and making it relevant to other aspects of our lives, which I don't think we do, and I don't think that we're being helped to do by the media, by the way reporting works, etc. If you look at other polls, right, so there's this high level of climate awareness. People know the weather is changing. They see it in their daily lives. Awareness is particularly high in our rural communities. So there was a study in 2020 which found that, more than 70% of Pakistani farmers know that climate change is happening, and they can articulate what that will mean for them, their fields, their crops, etc. So there is this kind of awareness, but it's not being linked to the so what is missing. And so then if you look at other polls, so Gallup in 2019 asked people what are the top problems facing Pakistan, and it was inflation, unemployment, corruption, Kashmir, the Indian occupation of Kashmir. And then 4% of people said water crisis. And you can guess that those 4% were probably from the sort of agricultural heartlands of our country.